Welcome everyone to the call today. So I want to go over some updates here. What's a lot of times in Agora, people don't know it, but we do a lot of work behind the scenes, and we also take a lot of input from advisors. We get a lot of advisors making recommendations, suggestions. I firmly believe for a business to be successful, you really need to do surveys, ask people, ask questions. And then just keep, when someone gives you feedback, listen. Sometimes they can come in the form of bad reviews, but if you're really listening, you don't get those bad reviews because you make those changes before it affects your company. So there's a few things that I just want to go over and kind of show you some of the things we've been working on. One of them here is on the opening page. There was some people that were saying like, hey, I don't understand what Agora does. And it was a little confusing to them, so I dug in a little deeper and I changed some of the verbiage and really isolated. We used to have up here the #1 leader in business solutions, which I felt, told the story, but some people were not getting it. So sometimes you have to even make it even more simplified. So if you look here, we help create business success stories. Then down below it, how do we do that? By allowing them to access powerful resources and strategies to help their business succeed. It's kind of open-ended. That's why you start to dig down deeper, exactly what that turns into. If you look down this page, reviews, your website, credit card processing, this tells a few of the itemized, and then we drop down here and we list everything. So there is a rhyme and a reason to how we set things up. Because the nature of what we're doing, we're not just selling one product. We're not just doing internet marketing. We really are here teaching these business owners and giving them strategies and resources to help them succeed. That really is the bundle of what we do. So if you look on here, we changed everything. We dug in deep on each of these pages here. If you look here, we worked on what the marketplace is, gave an example of it, dropped in deep. We also made it where they can access it for free. Dug into the about. We'll even be changing, we did the interview to give more explanation. We'll probably be changing this verbiage here also a little deeper. It's one thing I'm working on. And so if you look, there is rhyme and reason to everything on this page. Reviews plays an important role. If you look up here, we put the header up here and dropped in all of our reviews so people can see what we're about. Opportunity, if you look up here, we dropped in these headers up here. You haven't seen this. And then we worked on the verbiage, are you looking to make more money? We teach you step by step how to be successful, which we do that through the university and also on the pages. And then, then moving down, you have your free consultation. And this page right here really details if someone wants help in a certain area. We list out what it is. And when someone fills this form out, it will go to your page, meaning if they land on your duplicatable website, you'll get an email if someone fills this out. And then you got your login, obviously. And one thing I want to show, let me see here. I'm logged in, so I can't show. But we also made it where if they forgot their username, they can also log in with their email. So we did some simplifications on that. I can't show it right now because I'm already logged in. And then over here on the left-hand side, when you're logged in as an advisor, I don't know if you guys seen over here, but we put dashboard, marketplace, university, your CRM, store, and this you won't see. Now, if someone is logged in as a member, they're only going to see the marketplace and the store. If you're logged in as an advisor, you're going to see all these, but you're not going to see the admin. That's for an admin access right there. So we simplified here. These are the main places where we want them to go. We got rid of the drop-down bars. We made sure all these things are working on the permissions. And this simplifies it. These are your main spots. Your dashboard, right? On the click of a button, you're there. Marketplace. University. Right? CRM. And here's the store. This is the Agora store. We put Agora products, if you want to get jackets, cards, things like that. We also worked on all these categories over here. We went through every single category. If you come down here to the coming soon, you can look. I'll start building out. So this is a new one we're going to be putting in here. We're excited to bring this one. I've got a few I'm working on right now. As you notice, we've slowed down a little bit on bringing some of the products in, and that's was by design. I was working on more foundational stuff. There was a time, probably about a year ago, year and a half ago, we were bringing in sometimes between 2 to 5 new vendors a week. But, you know, we've really built a foundation of solid vendors, so we don't really have to bring in as many now. Because you look, we're not going to bring another website one. And, you know, we got rid of some also, and we really honed in on these. So what we do on the phone calls is something you'll notice that I will bring them back in again, and you might have seen them and you wonder, okay, you know, we go back over these. But what I'm doing, one of the big reasons for the phone call, not everyone can make it to these calls, and I know that, and we send the video out. So last week we did this one right here, right? Well, we do a lot of updates when it comes to these products, and they change. So when you look at this training video, I'm really looking to get this training video done, or a demo video, one I can stick here for a demo. So you'll notice a lot of times on these Monday calls, I'm no longer asking questions from the staff or from the advisors. We go right into the product, and then I can turn that into a product video. I can make it into a demo, or if I need a training video, I'll stick it here. So sometimes I need to update these training videos and get them the new price sheets, because sometimes the prices change, or maybe we change something about it. And so if you look on this one in particular, we'll go here to plans. Let me pull this up. So one thing, do you see one thing we did a change on here is we put the information down below. Let me give you an example. So we're going to update this other one right here also. Let me show you. So on the SEO packages, let me show you this sheet right here. Okay, so we have the monthly fee up here, and then down here we have the one-time. So this was confusing. So people didn't know, do I just do this right now, or do I do the setup fee first, or how much do I, you know, and they're also placed here. So one of the updates we did on the Pegasus products is you drop down here. So I'm going to bring him in, and he'll do a call. We'll re-update all this right here. So I'm going in, and we're just updating like this. This is a way better way to do it. Just look at this right here, this sheet right here. And then if you, let me go back here. If you go back here, get back to Marketplace. If you go back here, like if you look at the websites, look at this one. We did a lot of work on this also, and you can double check here, and you can see, pull up right here. You look right here, so this simplified it. How much we pay today, you know, if they're going to do cash pricing. So we're always working on things like this to simplify it, make it better. You know, we redesign this. Sometimes we renegotiate with the vendor. Sometimes maybe in the pricing, commissions. There's all types of things going on. So I like to bring them back in and update these videos right here so we have a solid video, because a lot of new people come into Agora, and when you bring people in, we've really worked hard to get this where it's turnkey. So I'm going to show you something. When you have someone that's a new advisor, I was spending a lot of my time with these new advisors and training them, and I thought, man, I need to, and just saying the same thing over again. So we created this quick little video that pops up about 3 times when they're a new advisor, and this walks them through the basics, and then I point them right here to their profile. I point them to the Agora University, and then within the Agora University, we have all these simple videos here. How do I get started, you know? And this teaches them all the basics, so I don't have to be in there talking about all this stuff. Quick little videos. I put the time on there, how long the video is. And if you just go down the line, right, getting started, little 3-minute video, how to navigate the dashboard, the Agora Marketplace. So if you look at it, and then when you get to the Agora Marketplace, we're teaching them. So when someone comes in here and becomes an advisor, and we've had some great feedback with new advisors that signed in, joined. They just heard about Agora, saw it online, they joined Agora. They walk right through here, and it teaches them all about the Agora process. And then we teach them how to come back here and to watch these videos, right? And then they learn about each individual product. I like to use the Trinity example, which is from the Matrix. You know, she goes, "Do you know how to fly a helicopter?" "No, I don't." "Hold on." She gets on the phone, gets a download, and boom. And we all know, we've all been there. where we want to do projects nowadays, we'll get on YouTube and we'll learn all about that project, and we may not know anything about it. Like I use the example of the garbage disposal. I'd never changed one out before, and I needed to change one out. I was having some problems with one, so I watched the video, saw how you do it. There's a little tool, you got to twist it, which I didn't know, and learned to, and when I watched that video, it was like something that would have been hard for me to do without knowing. With just a little bit of information, I was like, wow, this is pretty easy to do, and I was able to switch it out. It was actually very easy, to be honest. But going into it, I thought it was going to be hard because I'd never done that before. We also put in here the contact information of each of these vendors. And you guys may not know, if you go down to the footer, and even on the home page, this is vendor contacts. And this will show them. Sometimes things don't pull up when I have the start meeting on. Let me see if I can get it to work over here. Every once in a while, these when I'm in the meeting, I'm like, hey, that button's not working, but it's only because I'm in the start meeting. Okay, here we go. So here we go here. So see this is a real quick information if you need to learn anything about, like, let's say you don't know about that product, but you have someone that wants to buy a website or an SEO campaign, then here's quick information of who to call. Now I don't have this click and go. The reason I had to do it this way, where you have to write it down, you can't click on this, is because if I did, bots would go out there and they'd be spamming all these people. They'd spam their emails, spam their phone number, so I had to do it this way to avoid spamming. But you go right there, and you got quick access to all the vendors, so even if you don't know how to sell it, boom, you can sell it. So I wanted to give you updates on all this. We've done, Melissa and I have done tons of work on this website. We actually went through, and I literally read and pushed every button. Went in the marketplace. We read every single vendor. We dropped in, we changed anything that didn't look good. We worked really hard on these, how just the look and feel is. We're getting a lot of compliments now, how it looks and the professionalism. And, and then we also changed this because one of the fundamental changes we're doing, where we had a lot of the advisors that were doing the sales, so it was geared a lot towards advisors and coming in and selling products. Where we're making a shift in the company, where we're loading, it should be loaded by this week, I believe, about 50,000 new members into Agora, just members. And remember, I told you guys you can give me a list and I can upload it. We're getting people giving us those lists now. We're uploading them. And Agora has a number of lists that we had. And, so that's going to be a big boost to our numbers. But so we wanted to make this where when someone comes in, do you need more website traffic, right? This is more geared towards someone, rather than just talking about what the product, the name of the product or the name of the company. It's more geared to, like, hey, do you need reviews? Do you need more website traffic? Which this is more geared for a shopping experience. So when shoppers come in, they can go, yeah, I need more website traffic, or we're hitting pain points, and then going in and showing how we can help in those areas. And we'll be sending emails out. So we have a team of people, it's called AppG, we work with, and they actually build the back end of our website. So sometimes they get bogged down and it takes a little longer, on some of the projects we want to do. But we've done a lot of development. This whole website is just full of development. We've developed, and there's really no other site out there like this, because this has a lot of internal development. So when you look at it, when you're on the front of the website, everything has to tie together. So when you bring in here, so this is one of the things I want to go over today. Is this was a request we had that when someone came here, right, and they want to sign up for free, right, take them to this page right here, and they're like, wow, I want to join Agora, right, and then they come over here, and to be a member, they'd have to fill this whole thing out. Right? And if you look at it, it's, I don't know, about 20 questions. So there was some complaints that, hey, if it's free, why am I asked to drop down all this information if it's free? And this was the same form we use if you want to be an advisor compared to want to be a member. So we took that to heart. We got over into development, and I just want to show you today, we actually have this finished, and I have a meeting tomorrow, and I'm hoping it will go live tomorrow, but this is a change. Because there was complaints out there that this was taking too long, or that we were asking too much information for a free account, and I get that. You want to make it as simple as possible. You send someone over here to to get the masses to come in. So I'm going to show you guys what the new one looks like right here. This is the new page now. We still need the role information, first name, last name, email, username, password, confirm password, company name. This is something I added because then we can advertise. And Troy, this came from you. You suggested we should have the industries in. I thought, you know what, you're totally right. So this was an idea that came from Troy. And then Jean had one of her, Jay, was the one that suggested, you know, and they said, hey, it's just too long. So we took all billing information out. We got down to the basic information we want from them. First name, last name, email, a username, a password, their company name, their industry, because we're going after members, so they should have a company name, their industry. We want to know what state they're in because some of the product we may want to advertise directly to that state. So this is the industry is important, the state's important, and then their phone number. If we want to call them, we might need to reach out to them, call them. So basic information. So if you look, here's the old one. Now this is going to remain the same for advisors, but we are going to update it. There's I'll probably be taking out like Facebook and company address up here. There's a mistake right there, and probably this service branch will take out. So I've already got this up to shorten this form also. So the advisor one's still going to have this because they are paying, so you've got to drop your billing information in. So if someone's a member, we're not going to drop that information out until, hold on a second, a little background noise there. So we still need all this information if you're an advisor, right? Because you're going to be collecting, you know, because it's $24.95. But as a basic member, it's $0, so there's no need to have all that. So here's the new one right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions, basically. Keep this simple. Also, we set up an email that will go out directly to them. We've got that already in place, which will be a certain email that will no longer. So we're also working on all the email information going out. Once this is completed, our next thing is really honing in because we're going to start emailing to these members and marketing to them. So we're already working on the strategies for the email campaign marketing. I'm waiting to start doing it until I get these names loaded in, which should be about a little over 50,000, I believe it is. So let me look right here. Look like I've got a couple questions here. Okay. Okay, some people are saying you have no sound on your laptop. If you go here, when we send the email out, you can call in this number right here. So if you have any technical difficulties on this call, on the email we sent you, it's right here. Also, if you don't know the number, we always put all of the calls. Let me show you this right here. If you're ever having a problem listening in on the call, right here's the phone number to call in, and here's the PIN number, 738-239-473. So if you're having a problem, you know, like what I do, I'm on my cell phone right now. I don't really like to go through my laptop. I think it's there's sometimes you'll have communication issues when you're on the call. So hopefully that answers some of you guys' questions for those that are trying to listen in on this. But this is to keep it simple, you know, simplify this. And like I said, we are going to be simplifying we're going to also be working on the advisor sign up. We're going to shorten that just a little bit. Can't shorten it all the way. So just this call today is to update people with the updates going on, showing, you know, exactly some of the things that we're doing to make this better, simplify it, and really just honing in on it. One thing also when you come back to the university, see we updated this over here, you know, make sure you're going through and you listen to all of these right here, and you go through, and if it's, you know, when you've dropped in and you've watched one of the videos, when you're finished watching it, you come down here and you put mark lesson as complete. When you do that, the number will reduce here. So you'll know if we've dropped any new ones in after you've gone through all these. I will be doing another one in here about vendor ambassadors and bringing in vendors, like how to do it, because we're getting more people bringing them in. And I just recently went through an experience where someone didn't have the exact details, and I was calling the person, and it was kind of hard to get a hold of that vendor and to bring them into Agora. So I'm going to be doing some training on exactly how to bring a vendor into Agora. So we appreciate everyone being on the call today. Just giving you some quick updates. Very excited. Like I said, I'm They told us is ready to go, and they have a meeting with me tomorrow. We're just going to go over some of the details, making sure that it's functioning. Some of these things take a little bit is because it's connected. When you do something like this, our landing pages are connected to CRMs, connected to emails, connected to data banks, connected to making sure it goes to the right person. There's a little bit more to it, so there's a little bit of development that goes into this because we are a duplicatable site, and we also build teams out. And so just go through here. If you haven't, make sure you go through each of these steps right here. We've got this detailed. If you're bringing someone into Agora, we've got this all detailed out. Our next, as we're working on this, our experience will be, one of the things we're really doing too is doing a pop-up. So when someone comes in here, the email they get and then a pop-up that introduces them into the marketplace, keeping it really simple, keeping it really easy to do, easy to follow along. Let me double check here. Okay, so someone asked me a question, what is the distinction between a free associate and an advisor? That's a good question. So if you are an advisor, to keep that simple, I'll just go right here. So here are the two differences between our companies. If you're a member, this means you are a business owner and you just want to buy products. You're not trying to work the business. If you're a member advisor, you are actually working Agora as a business opportunity and you're a reseller of our products and you can make a commission. Members do not make any commissions. They just come in and buy. And if you are a member, so let me see what account. So right now I'm in an advisor account. If you're in a member account, you have less permission. So when I'm in this account right here as an advisor, I have access to the dashboard. I have access to the university to get trained. See here, I have access to the dashboard because this is an advisor right here. The university, which trains and teaches them how to resell the products, how to do better sales. And then when you're in the marketplace, we'll just take this product, for instance, right here, you have access to the training, support, marketing tools, and the commissions. This is permission-based. So now let me show you, if you are a member, what it looks like. If you're a member, I'll just pull this one up right here. When someone's a member, they have different permissions. See, they don't have access to a dashboard. They have access to the marketplace and the store. See this right here? You come in right here, and this is all they see. They don't see the training. They don't see the tools. They don't see the commissions because they're not making commissions. So they're just here to buy products. And so we market to them separately. Now, an advisor can buy products also because they have access to the marketplace. So a member is someone not working the business, an advisor is someone working the business. But as an advisor, you can have access to the marketplace and buy any product you want. And those are the two separate distinctions between the two. Advisors can make money, yes. Hey, Troy, can you go off of mute for a second? And so Troy has been with us for the beginning. Double check it. Troy, are you off of mute? Let me see here. Troy, are you there? I know he was on mute earlier. I'm going to see if I can get him to come off of mute. So these are the differences of the experience. So we worked really hard on the advisor experience to make this where it's just turnkey. I don't have to come in and train anyone. This does all the work. So Agora has been developing from day one, developing. And one of our transitions is to become like an Amazon, but for the business world. So in the marketplace now, like I said, that's why we simplified this sign up here, get them to come in easy. When they come in, it drops them right into here. There'll be a pop-up video. And then we're going to be doing advertising emails or promotional emails on each of these products, inviting them in either to a call or to a product and just saying, hey, do you need more reviews? Or do you need help with your social media? Or do you need a business loan? Whatever it is. So we're just going to start offering these products out there and advertising and getting people to come into and start shopping more on their own and turn this into more of a shopping experience. Let me double check here. Troy, I see you say you're unmuted on the phone. Can you talk now? All right, I don't think I got him here on the line. Well, we appreciate everyone on the call. We're going to keep it short for today. I just wanted to give you some quick updates. We'd like to do these calls and just update people with what, we bring, like I said, bring in a lot of vendors, new vendors, bring them back in. But I just wanted to show you the strategy, what we're doing, how we're mapping this out. We're really close. Like I said, tomorrow, this should be completed and I'm going to try to see if we can get this thing to go live tomorrow. And then when you bring people over, they will have a good experience, make it real simple, them getting signed in. So with that, we really appreciate everyone being on the call. Thank you very much, and everyone have a good day.